Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to my channel. Are you a freelancer or online worker who's thinking of buying or building a home? If the answer is yes, then this vlog is for you. One misconception that many freelancers have is that they can't get financing. That is absolutely untrue. I have several freelancer clients who were able to avail of home loans. A home loan is a type of financing that commercial banks offer to buyers who want to invest in a residential property via financing. So take note that a home loan is only for residential properties. If the property you want to buy is commercial or industrial, then you will need to avail of a different type of loan. There are 4 different kinds of loans you can avail of for the purchase or for the construction of a residential property. Number 1 is home loan for house and lot, condo or lot only purchase, RFO, or meaning ready for occupancy. And then we have home loan for house and lot, condo or lot only, that is pre-selling. We have construction loan, and then lastly we have equity loan. So what is the difference between these 4 types of loans? So home loan for a house, condo, or lot only, that is ready for occupancy. So for this type of property, the bank will have their appraiser go to appraise the existing property. The buyer then needs to submit the needed bank requirements. Both spouses will need to submit all these requirements if you're married. Basic requirements are 2 valid IDs, marriage certificate if married, filled up home loan application form, and appraisal fee, which is around 5,000 to 8,000 depending on the bank. As for the rest of the requirements, it will depend on your source of income. So I have a full vlog about home loan requirements. I'll put the card up here so you can check that out. So after the appraisal and once the client has been approved by the bank, the buyer can then loan 80% of the appraised value for a house and lot, 70% if it's a lot only and a condominium. The difference between the selling price and the loanable amount is the equity. So let's say the selling price is 5 million, loanable amount is 4 million, then your equity is 1 million. You also need to consider the taxes and fees, which are roughly about 10% of the purchase price. Now, another misconception buyers commonly make is that, especially those who haven't tried bank financing, is that you can loan the entire amount. So you cannot loan the entire amount, or you can't loan 100% of the total purchase price, because the banks will only let you loan between 70 to 80% of the appraised value. You may request for a high loanable amount, say 85 or 90%, but that will be subject for approval. Now let's go to the pre-selling purchase. So the same requirements need to be submitted to the bank, but there will no longer be an appraisal fee because developers and banks have a memorandum of undertaking wherein they will already have a set amount of how much the buyers can loan for the houses available in the developer's inventory. So the loanable amount for pre-selling properties are higher. It's up to 90% of the total contract price, and the equity can also be paid in installments at 0 interest. Now for construction loans, the bank will appraise the lot since it will be part of the collateral, and then additional requirements for a construction loan is bill of materials for the house construction. So the bank will then release 80% of the bill of materials and 70% of the lot's appraised value. Now for equity loan, so this is a loan using a property that you already own as collateral. So this is a lot faster since the title is already in your name. Now one reason why sellers prefer cash buyers is because for bank financing, the title needs to be transferred to the buyer's name before the loan is released. So due to the pandemic now, it takes around 6 months for the title to be transferred to the buyer's name. So that will be 6 months until the seller gets paid for the balance. But with equity loan, there's no more need to do title transfer since the property is already owned by you, which is already under your name. So an equity loan, though, the drawback is that although it's faster, it has a higher interest rate. So for other types of home loans, they normally, for today's rate, they have an interest rate of around 6.5% for a 5-year fixing period. For an equity loan, it's around 8%. Now for freelancers or those who have online jobs, as I mentioned, you can avail and be approved of a home loan. The loanable amount will depend on your income source. For freelancers that are on a per project basis, banks will only consider 50% of your income, since for banks, this isn't as stable as a regularly employed individual. So for example, if your income as a freelancer on a per project basis is 100,000 per month, so that's the average, banks will only consider 50% or of your income, or let's say they will look at your income as though it's only 50,000. So for your income requirements, banks will ask for the job contract and or the payslip. Now, for the rest of the requirements, basic requirements, it will be the same: two valid IDs, marriage contract if married, filled up home loan form, and appraisal fee, and then title and tax declaration of the property. Now, those who have online jobs, banks can consider your entire income as long as you can submit a certificate of employment and 3 months payslip as part of the income requirements. So for example, if your monthly income is 150,000 per month, then you divide that by 3, so that's 50,000. So your monthly amortization must not go beyond 50,000 per month. So for example, for a person with 150K per month income, your loanable amount is at around 6,700 per month, 20-year term at 6.5% interest. If you want to know how much you can loan, then just contact me, send me an email so that I can compute your maximum loanable amount from you, or just comment in the comment section what your monthly income is and I can just reply back what your maximum loanable amount is. Aside from your income, banks will also consider the age. Banks will grant a loan up to 65 years old, while Pag-ibig is up until 70. So this means that the younger you are, the bigger your chance of being able to getting the maximum loan term, which is 20 years for banks and 30 years for Pag-ibig. Also, they will consider for RFO units the appraised value of the property that will be used as collateral. And in granting your loan amount, banks will also do credit investigation to check if you don't have any unpaid credit card debt, or if you've been foreclosed on previously by another bank or loan institution. So that's why you need to be very careful that if you're going to be applying for a home loan or a car loan, you need to be really careful to really pay on time, because if you get foreclosed on, then you wouldn't be able to get another loan for around 10 or 15 years. Because banks have a centralized database where they can check this out. Now, once all requirements are submitted, appraisal is done, and your credit investigation comes back good, then you will be approved by the bank, and then they will release a letter of guarantee or LOG so that you can move forward with your purchase. And that's it for today's vlog. If you have further questions, send me an email so I can help you out. And if you'd like to be updated of good deals and your projects in CDO, or want to hear more about real estate how-tos, then send me an email so I can add you to my mailing list. Thank you for being with me in today's video. I will see you in my next video.